My name's Juliette Burton. I don't know your name, but thank you for coming back again and watching me again, or if this is the first time, it's lovely to meet you, nice to meet you. I hope you've had an amazing week. My week this past week, last week, was super busy. I got to do an amazing schools show. It was so much fun. I went up to Peterborough, Ormiston Bushfield Academy. They were absolutely amazing. I performed in front of 70 girls and they were all wonderful. If you were there, thank you so much for being there. I performed my show Look at Me, that's that one there. That's going to be on in Brighton at the Brighton Fringe on the 28th of May, and also in London at the Leicester Square Theatre on the 17th and 18th of June. Tickets are already on sale, so please go and buy them, and it would be really, really lovely to have you there. On that same day, I actually had some wonderful news. The wonderful, amazing people at the Great Initiative, an incredible not-for-profit organisation, they have this offshoot called Great Men. It's kind of great men value great women. They go into schools and work with boys and take them off to do workshops about masculinity and what it means to be a man. And they asked me to be an ambassador. So I'm going to be working with them in the future, which is wonderful. I think that I'm going to hopefully be working with some girls whilst they work with the boys. So it's going to be brilliant. I'm really excited about that. So the same day that I was performing in Peterborough, I also appeared on BBC Radio Scotland. They called me up early in the morning and said, hey, do you want to come and talk about Drop the Plus, which was a hashtag kind of campaign where people were talking about whether to drop the plus from plus size models, because I think that a human is a human, a model is a model. Why have plus sized anything, really? You're beautiful no matter what your size, as long as we place health above appearance. So I also spent some time with the incredible Abigoliah. Abigoliah Shamaun is an amazing comedian friend of mine. She and I both performed at the Gilded Balloon last Edinburgh. She was absolutely incredible. Her shows are so rude but so funny and so heartfelt as well. So she and I hung out because I did her podcast called Namaste Bitches. I also, of course, as I do every week, saw my lovely director Kevin. We rehearsed a lot and wrote some new material for Happy Hour. That's going to be on the May the 5th if you fancy coming along to Shoreditch, the Canvas, E1, 42 Canbury Street. What else did I do? Well, I also, as I do regularly, I went to see my therapist because I have mental health problems. If you've seen my shows, you know, you're in with the in crowd, you understand me. Well, I still see my therapist whenever I possibly can. I had a massive meltdown when I was a teenager and when I was in my early 20s. I had eating disorders, and I feel that it's important that if you had a problem that really, really affected your ability to function, which mine still can, then I need to have continued support. I feel that for me, I need to keep seeing somebody. It's like if you broke your shoulder playing rugby aged 17, then you wanted to carry on playing rugby, or you'd wear a shoulder support, wouldn't you, to kind of help make sure that you don't damage yourself again. So that for me is what therapy is like. I got sectioned under the Mental Health Act and spent most of my teenage years in and out of hospital. So I nowadays just carry on keeping up with that therapy. If you're seeking extra help with your mental health problems, can I highly recommend the charity Mind. Go to mind.org.uk. They have a wealth of information about your condition, about what symptoms you might have, what the causes might be, ways that you can help yourself, support groups, therapist recommendations as well, and how you can help a friend or family member who has mental health problems. I also recommend for anyone with eating disorders or maybe problems with food, I'd recommend checking out Beat. Beat is a wonderful eating disorder charity that I'm an ambassador for. They're wonderful. And following on from the schools show that I did earlier this week, a lot of girls there reminded me how hard it is to be a teenager. It's very easy to forget once you get a little bit older. I know that I'm only 21, but I did remember being back that age, how hard it is when people can be really cruel. If you're struggling with bullying at your school, can I highly recommend the Anti-Bullying Alliance. They've got a handle on Twitter called @ABA_online. I really recommend them. They're a great resource and can offer a lot of support if you're struggling. So that was my week. Wasn't it exciting? It was very, very good. I had a great time. I hope you had a great time too. I'll be telling you more about my upcoming week, this coming week that I'm about to do. I'm going to do lots of workshops, and very soon we're going to start filming that film that I got the part for. It's called Super Mum. Very excited. So join me next week. I'll be releasing these videos every Tuesday, so it'd be lovely to see you back here next Tuesday.